Good morning. So we are starting today's lecture. As you can see on the screen, the theme for today's lecture is kernel and image of a linear transformation. Kernel and image, they are very important for a linear transformation. Okay, let us wait for 2 minutes at least so that people can join. Okay, so we'll start then lecture. Uh, the first definition, kernel, what is called as a kernel for a linear transformation, you can see on the screen. Take the linear transformation from V to W. V and W, they are two real vector spaces. Okay, this is one vector space. This is another vector space, and T is a linear mapping, or we say linear transformation from V to W. Okay, then the kernel of this map T is denoted by kernel T. This is the notation. Everybody, this is the notation for the kernel T, and is defined by kernel T equal to setwise collection of those vectors in the domain. Remember this, collection of those vectors in the domain such that whose t of value, matlab whose t of v, I should have written here x. Okay, whose t of x, here I should write x. So there's a x here. This is x. Okay, so t of x is equal to 0 in the codomain. So you can see here in the diagram. So T is a linear transformation from vector space V to vector space W. So kernel is a collection of those vectors in the domain, whose image under T, whose T value. Remember that means if I apply T on this elements, they all will be equal to the fixed value this side as 0. Okay. So kernel T is defined as collection of those vectors in the domain. We say x belongs to V such that T of x is equal to 0 in the codomain. Okay, this is called as a kernel of a linear transformation. So we'll solve exercises first to compute kernel, and then we'll see image and then some theorems. Okay, this is a theme line for today's lecture. So for the first exercise, T from R to R such that T of x is equal to phi x. Okay, for every x belongs to R. So we have to find out kernel for this mapping T from R to R such that T of x is equal to phi x. So by definition of kernel, what we write, kernel T is equal to, for this particular map, kernel T equal to collection of those elements in the domain. Okay, domain is what here? Real numbers. Domain is a real number Codomain is also real number. Okay, R to R we have mapping. So kernel T is equal to x belongs to R such that T of x is equal to 0 this side, codomain 0 of R. Okay, so further this is equal to x belongs to R such that T of x, what is T definition? That is phi x. So phi x is equal to 0. Okay, so now phi x is equal to 0, this multiplication is equal to 0, matlab either there are two components in the multiplication, so either the first is component is equal to 0 or the second component is 0, but phi is not 0, so this x has to be 0, so that this multiplication is equal to 0. Okay, so x is equal to 0, so x is equal to 0 means the kernel is only one value, that is kernel T is equal to singleton 0. Remember that kernel is vectors in the domain. Okay, so we are collecting those vectors in the domain whose image under T is the fixed value 0 of the codomain. Okay, see the second exercise. T from R2 to R2 such that T of xy equal to x comma 0. So now we have R2 to R2. So kernel T by our definition, current equal to x belongs to R2. So the collection of those vector in the domain whose image under T is equal to, means T of x means what? Their value under T, means where these vectors are getting mapped under the function T. Okay, so T of x is equal to 0 of codomain, so 0 of R2. That is uh, that is xy. If I write capital X as x comma y, so cap x comma y belongs to R2 such that T of x comma y equal to 0 comma 0. Okay, now apply the definition of T here. So that is equal to collection of xy belongs to R2 such that x comma 0 equal to 0 comma 0. Okay, now this vector equal to this vector means what? X equal to 0 means what? Collection of xy belongs to R2 such that the first component x has to be equal to 0. Means what? What is that collection of vectors I can get? The first component is fixed equal to 0 and the second component can be anything. So means what? Kernel T is the collection of all the vectors in R2 whose first component is equal to 0. Means what? It is a collection of vectors of the type 0 comma y such that y belongs to R. So geometry of this set, what is the geometry of this set? X component is 0, only y component is there. Okay, so that is y axis. So the kernel of this mapping is equal to y axis. Okay, all of you understood, right? Everybody? Okay, then we'll see next exercise. So T from R to R such that T of x is equal to 2 comma x. Okay, T of x is equal to 2 comma x. Everybody start solving this thing and tell me the answer of T of x. Tell me the answer of the kernel of this mapping. Start solving this. And remember to turn off your mic. Okay, see your microphone, it is on. If it is on, then everybody can hear your voice, and that is not necessary to everybody to hear your what is happening in your background or whatever you are talking. That is not important here. So when you join the lecture, keep your mic off. See that in your mobile phone or if you are in on a laptop, see that your mic is off. Keep it off so that nobody can hear what you are saying. Okay, so whenever you want to say something, then you turn your mic on and speak something and then turn off it so that people can hear it and I also can hear it, and then I can guide you what is your question and I can give you the answer of it. Okay, so what is the answer of this exercise? What is the kernel of this map? What is the kernel of this mapping? Okay, so the kernel of this mapping, everybody, is singleton 0, 0 of domain R. Everybody. See the next exercise, T from R2 to R3, such that T of x comma y equal to x, 0 and y. Okay, so see this mapping is a very interesting mapping. T of two component equal to, it is getting values in the three component space. Okay, so the how the values are getting there in that space is, so the first component in the domain get mapped to the first component, same. The second component getting mapped to the third component of that space. Okay, third component of that, R3. And second component in the codomain is fixing 0. Okay, so now we have to find out the kernel of this mapping. What is the kernel of this mapping now? People start finding now. Start finding kernel. So T from, what is the definition? R2 to R3 such that T of x comma y equal to x 0 y. So to find out kernel of this mapping. So kernel T, our definition, Tx equal to, sorry, it is a vector x belongs to domain such that T of x is equal to 0 of codomain. Okay, so this is our definition of kernel. Can you see that? This is a kernel for this particular second exercise. Second, no, that is fourth exercise for on the screen. Okay, so kernel T equal to x belongs to domain R2 such that T of that x equal to in the codomain 0. So 0 of the codomain. Okay, so now further we have to find out what are those vectors, x vectors. So that is xy belongs to R2 such that T of x comma y equal to 0 of R3. Okay, so like this. Okay, so further we'll substitute the T value. So xy belongs to R2 such that T of xy, that is x 0 y equal to 0 0 0. Okay, substituting the definition of our T. Now equating things. So that is equal to x y belongs to R2 such that, now equality of two functions here. Equality of two functions here. Two vectors here. Okay, equality of two vectors here. You can see that this vector equal to this vector means what? The components are same. So x is equal to 0 and also y is equal to 0. So that is x equal to 0, y equal to 0. So that is, now x and y, they both are equal to 0, so the domain vectors will be only singleton. So this is our kernel. So kernel T equal to the singleton vector 0, 0. Okay. So this is the way you're going to write down in the answer. As everybody, I think, understood. Now start solving the next exercise. Exercise number 5. Find out the kernel of this mapping. Everybody. So fifth exercise it is. So T of xy is equal to x plus y, x minus y. So kernel of this map, T is what? It is from R2 to R2. So it will be collection of x belongs to R2 such that T of x is equal to 0 of R2. This is for the fifth exercise. Can you see that, all of you? This is our kernel for fifth exercise. Okay. Domain and codomain, they both are R2. Okay. Substitute x as x comma y such that T of x comma y equal to 0 comma 0. Okay. So that is equal to x comma y such that x plus y comma x minus y is equated with 0 vector. Okay. Just apply the definition of linear transformation T. Now further equate, and then what will happen here is we will get a system of linear equations, system of homogeneous linear equations. Okay. So if you equate these two, you will get a system. You will get two equations and two unknowns, homogeneous system. And the solution of this homogeneous system is, what is the solution? Solving this further system, and then you'll get the values of x and y. Okay. So the values of x and y there are 0, 0. Okay. So the kernel is here 0, 0. So kernel T. This is our kernel. Okay. See that. Kernel T equal to 0, 0. So this is where you're going to find out all the answers. Now, I hope people understood this. Okay. Solve the sixth exercise and tell me answer. Start solving exercise number 6. Exercise number 6, exercise number 7. Start solving both the exercises. Anybody has any doubt in it?
पूरा नहीं
Anybody has any doubt in it?
नीचे ये क्यों लिख के आ रहा है गो
Okay, I think people understood this. Okay, you can always ask me after the lecture also if you not understood this exercise, or if you not understood the explanation. You can always see the YouTube video and understand further. Repeatedly, you can see the video and understand. But still, if you not understood after watching many times videos, something is there which is, it's like you're not understanding. You can always text me and ask. Okay. So 6 and 7 is a homework for you. You solve this, and hopefully you'll give me someone will give me the answer. 6 and 7. We'll proceed further. So now we'll next is image of a linear transformation. So T from V to WB linear transformation. This is the domain. This is the codomain. Image of this linear transformation T is denoted by image T and is defined as IMT, means image T is defined as all T of X. You collect all T of X where the X is coming from the domain. So you can see the diagram here. So T of X is necessarily all the vectors in the codomain which has at least some pre-image. Okay, means what you can see in the diagram. So this is the domain space, this is the codomain space. So wherever all these vectors are getting mapped, all the vectors, that set is your image. Okay, so means the image is lying inside codomain, whereas the kernel was lying inside domain. Okay, this is our definition of image. Image T is equal to T of X such that X belongs to V, the domain. Okay, so the thing what we can understand from image and kernel is kernel T is defined on the domain and image T is defined on the codomain. This is a very important point. Okay, you all should remember this point. Kernel is inside domain, image is inside codomain. Okay, so exercises to compute image. So the first exercise, if t is from r to r such that t of x is equal to 2x, okay, t is taking values from r to r such that t of x is equal to 2x, means this is our definition of taking values from domain to codomain. X goes to 2x. We have to find out image of this mapping. Okay, so image of t is our definition, t of vector in the domain such that okay, t of vector in the domain. I should have written that. Okay, so tx such that x belongs to r. Apply the definition of t here in the exercise, 2x such that x belongs to r. Okay, so you can see that this x is coming from real numbers, so 2x is also will be a real number. So means what, the t taking values from r to all of r. Okay, so image is the whole codomain. Whatever the whole codomain is, that complete codomain is the image. Okay, so image t is equal to the whole r. Okay, next exercise, t from r2 to r2 such that t of x comma y equal to x comma 0. Okay, so image of this t equal to, by our definition, tx such that x belongs to domain, that is r2. Apply the definition of t, that is equal to t of x comma y such that x comma y belongs to r2. Okay, so that is equal to, now t of x comma y, apply the definition of t of x comma y, that is equal to x comma 0. So that is equal to x comma 0 such that x belongs to r. Now what is the geometry of this space? It is the x-axis. So image of this linear transformation is x-axis. Okay, all of you. And if you compute the kernel of this mapping, this second exercise, you will get kernel as y-axis. So image is x-axis, kernel is y-axis for this particular exercise. Okay, understood, right? Okay, see the third exercise, t from r2 to r3 such that t of x comma y equal to x, y, 0. So t taking values from r2 to r3 such that t of x comma y equal to x, y 0. This is our definition of T. We have to find out image of this linear transformation. So let us find it out. Okay, so T of xy definition is x, y, 0. So image of this linear transformation T, our definition is T of x such that x belongs to R2. Okay, this is our definition of linear transformation for this particular map. Okay, so that is further equal to T of x comma y such that x comma y belongs to R2. Okay, putting capital X as vector x comma y. Okay, so that is further applying T definition. So that is x y 0 such that x comma y belongs to R2. Okay, now what is the geometry of this type of vectors? We have component in first x-axis direction, we have components in the y-axis direction, but the z-axis everything is 0. So in R3 this vectors they forms xy plane. Okay, so this is equal to xy plane. This is the image of this linear transformation. Okay, so xy plane, this is the image of this linear transformation. See, every time you will not get the proper like x-axis, y-axis, or xy plane, or yz plane, or xz plane, or this way type of things. Every time you will not get it. Okay, sometimes you will get only some vectors. It is mapping to some vectors. So we will not try to find out what it represents in the space, or if it is R2, R3, R4, then we'll not try to find out what it forming inside that space. We'll keep it as it is. Okay, this is the image. This way we'll write and we'll stop. We'll not go into deep into find in the geometry to find what is, how it looks like in that space. We'll not do that all things. We'll keep it as it is and we'll proceed further. Okay, every time it is not possible practically to visualize things. See the next exercise, T from R2 to R3 such that T of x comma y equal to x plus y and x. X plus y and x. So we have to find out image of this linear transformation. So image of linear transformation definition. Fourth exercise it is. So T of xy equal to x plus y comma x. Okay, so image of linear transformation, that is equal to x belongs to R2, that is image, right? So image T equal to T of x such that x belongs to R2. By our definition of T, this is x plus y and x such that x comma y belongs to R2. This is the definition of linear transformation. Okay, so you can see that the z component is written as the addition of the x component is written as the addition of the y and z component. Okay, so we'll keep this, we'll remember this. We'll not try to find out what it represents in the R3 space. We'll keep it as it is. We'll not go into too deep to find out what is the geometry of these vectors. will keep this as my image. So this ends answer for the fourth exercise. Okay, we'll keep this as it is. Next, we'll proceed further. Next is the theorem. It's a very important theorem for us. Okay, as I said, kernel is defined in the domain, image is defined in the codomain, but what they represent in their respective spaces, they are subspaces in that respective spaces. Okay, means what? If I have if I have linear transformation T from V to W, then kernel T is a subspace, a vector subspace inside a vector space V, and image T is a vector subspace inside the vector space codomain W. Okay, so that is what we have to prove it here. Okay, so it's very important theorem for us. So the data, given that T from V to W is a linear transformation, point number one, we will prove it. Kernel T equal to collection of vectors in the domain X belongs to V, such that T of X is equal to 0 in the codomain. That is our definition of kernel. To prove that kernel is a subspace, so what we will do is we'll apply the definition number 3 of subspace. See that we have seen three definitions for the subspace. Definition 1, definition 2, and definition 3 is a theorem. So that theorem definition, as we are saying, definition 3, that we will apply to prove it subspace. Okay, please recollect the subspace chapter. So we need two vectors and two scalars. So let xy belongs to kernel T and alpha beta belongs to R. Okay, now x and y belongs to kernel T. So the x and y belongs to kernel T means what? Their image under the T mapping is fixed vector 0. Means what? T of x is equal to 0 of the codomain, as well as T of y equal to 0 of the codomain. Okay, T of x is equal to 0, T of y is equal to 0. Okay, then what we will prove is, will prove that the linear combination of x and y also belongs to the kernel, so that the kernel becomes a subspace. Okay, so we'll prove that alpha x plus beta y belongs to kernel T. So alpha x plus beta y, when it will belongs to kernel T, when its image of this complete everything will be, if it is equal to 0 of the W, then this vector will belongs to kernel. So we'll find out what is the image, what is the T value of this vector alpha x plus beta y. So that is, consider T of alpha x plus beta y, that is equal to alpha. Okay, so T of alpha x plus beta y. Now since T is the linear transformation, we know that we can split this through, and we can write down this is equal to alpha times T of x plus beta times T of y. But x and y, they are vectors inside kernel, so their images are 0. So T of x is 0 of the W, T of y is also 0 of the W. Okay, and we are in the world of vector space. So 0, a scalar multiplied by additive identity is again a additive identity, 0 of the space. So alpha times 0 is 0, beta times 0 is 0, addition of two zeros is again a 0. So this everything is equal to 0. Okay, means what we got is T of alpha x plus beta y equal to 0 of the W. Okay, means what? The image of this alpha x plus beta y is 0. So this vector will belongs the kernel T. Okay, and therefore by our theorem, so you have to write down that statement of the theorem. I have not mentioned here, but you have to write down the statement of that subspace definition 3 theorem. So kernel T is the subspace of V. Okay, all of you understood, right? Next we'll prove it, image is also subspace. So image T, the definition is Tx such that x belongs to W, x belongs to the domain V. So as usual, again we will apply the definition number 3 to prove its subspace. So what we will do is, we'll take two vectors inside image. So I have purposefully written x dash and y dash belongs to image T, and two scalars alpha and beta. What we will prove is alpha times x dash plus beta times y dash. This two belongs, this also linear, this linear combination also belongs to the image T. Okay. Now since what we have is x dash y dash belongs to image T, means what? x dash can be written as in terms of t value, that is x dash is equal to some t of x, also y dash is equal to some t of y. So this x and this y are some vector, it can be any vector in the domain. We are just finding out image. Okay, so we are finding out x dash and y dash, they are images of which vectors inside the domain. So here we have taken them as x and y. Okay, now consider the linear combination alpha x dash plus beta y dash. So that is equal to alpha times t of x plus beta times t of y. Now since t is a linear transformation, so this everything I can write as t of alpha x plus beta y. Okay, so now alpha x plus beta y is a linear combination of x and y, and this everything alpha and y, x and y, they are coming from the domain vector space, and V is a vector space in fact, right? So the linear combination alpha x plus beta y, this everything is again a vector in the domain. Means what? This vector alpha x dash plus beta y dash, we are written as image of alpha x plus beta y. Means what? This alpha x dash plus beta y dash belongs to the image set of T, image of linear transformation T. Okay, that is alpha x dash plus beta y dash belongs to image T, and therefore by theorem image T inside W is a subspace. Okay, all of you understood this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. So this theorem we will do it tomorrow. We'll stop till this much only, because I don't think so I'll be able to finish this theorem before our time ends. Okay, so till this will be the today's lecture. Tomorrow again 8 o'clock we will meet and we'll continue further. This will be the first theorem for tomorrow's lecture. Kernel T is injective if and only if kernel T is singleton 0. Means if you find kernel T is equal to singleton 0, then that T mapping will be injective. Means we will not try to apply definition of injective, but we will only find out kernel. And if I find kernel is equal to singleton 0, then I can say directly T is 1-to-1 mapping, or say T is injective mapping. Okay, this is our next tomorrow's first theorem, and many more theorem. Say one more theorem is there, rank nullity theorem, and matrix associated to the linear transformation. A lot of things are there. Means we need some time to finish it off this chapter. Okay, so you can see, if you have missed this lecture, you can always go on the my YouTube channel, and see this today's lecture also there. You can see repeatedly this lecture, understand things not understood, you text me, I'll help you out in understanding things. Okay, so we'll stop here.